everyone, and welcome back. This is Getting to Know You, an Owners Club exclusive podcast. Today we have Kay and Nik Shehaj, and I would like everyone right now reach down, hit that subscribe button so you get notified every single time a new Owners Club member is being interviewed. Hi, Kay. Hi, Nik.
Hi,
Hi,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Welcome. What part of the world do you guys live in?
Phoenix,
Phoenix,
Arizona.
Arizona.
You're at the heart. You're at the heartbeat of the community,
The
right?
Mecca of real estate.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves. How did you guys meet? Who are you?
Ladies first.
I'm Nik Shehaj. Well, Nik and I met in California when we were in our W-2. At that time, we were in IT recruiting. We met at the company there at a company party. And yeah, I've been together since June 2006. So we've been together for a very long time, been married for 9 years now. We moved from the Bay Area to Phoenix in 2008, shortly after we met. And we've been in Phoenix ever since then.
What inspired the move?
We were in IT recruiting and we got jobs out here. The Bay Area, as everyone knows it, is pretty expensive if you buy traditionally, real estate. So we were looking at different places and Robert Kiyosaki is out of Arizona, like many different real estate entrepreneurs. So we're like, hey, we might want to get into real estate investing later on. Arizona seems like a good option as well. And we got jobs out here and we moved. Yeah.
For me, it was the traffic.
Yes.
I was sick and tired of driving 4 hours a day for a 20-minute ride without traffic. And after about 2 years of that, I said, I'm not going to spend a third of my life behind the fumes of all these cars. And I'm like, I got to do something else. And then one of my colleagues moved to Arizona. She's like, oh, it's really cool. And we're like, Arizona? Well, it's pretty close by. Let's give it a shot. We got jobs here. And when we drove 13 hours, we had never been here before. We met, I was 23, she was 21. So a couple of years after that. So we're in our mid-20s. We're like, hey, it's all an adventure, right? So let's go. And we've been here ever since.
If I heard you correctly, you went to Arizona sight unseen. You just packed up the car and moved?
Yep.
We packed up, we moved.
We didn't even know anybody here. Yep.
We drove 13 hours from the Bay Area to Phoenix overnight, and then we showed up here. And then a month later, summer starts, and we're like, this is hell. How do people make it 110 degrees? We're not used to that, right? So the first summer was interesting, for sure.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you get here to Owners Club? What has your real estate journey been so far?
I was watching Pace just to show up on my feed, right? And what I noticed is his ability to communicate his ideas in such clear terms and actually was providing real value. I was like, this guy really knows how to sell and communicate, and he's really good. Like, I'm actually learning from him. Then I saw something about Gator or something. So I text the link to Kay kind of casually, like, hey, you're staying at home. I don't know. What do you think of this? And she texts me back 10 minutes later. She's like, great, I signed up. I'm like, what? Oh, I thought you were just going to watch the video. And she signed up, and I'm like, all right, cool. She and I were watching some videos about Gator. She was really more into it, and I was not really realizing the value of the Gator program as much. And now I understand that, and we love Gator, by the way, landing a private capital business, and we got some big goals for that. But that's how it started. And then she made her first deal within 30 days. She made $45,000 in net. And I said, okay, well, whatever you're doing, it's working. So we need to keep doing this. And I got to sign up for that sub 2 thing. At sub 2, we heard about Owners Club, and we were traveling then, and it was in Florida, and we were in for that event in Orlando.
The very first squad up.
Owners Club was announced, and she ran before I could have a conversation. She's like in the back there, and we're like, all right, I guess we signed up for Owners Club. So that's how we got here. I like to analyze things. I need to look around the corners. And she's like, I have a good feeling about this. I'll do it. It's a good dynamic.
He texted me the link for Gator, and I remember I was at the Whole Foods parking lot. I remember like it was yesterday. I remember the spot that I parked in, and then I was watching the videos. And he's a business owner here. We have a local solar company, residential solar company. So we had funds that we could invest with. And he was like, watch this. I'm like, oh, money makes more money? this makes sense. I'm registered. So I signed up and he was running the business. So I took the Gator on full time. I just connected with everyone in the community. I think I connected with about 5 to 6 Gators a week. That was my mission. I was like, I'm going to connect with everyone one-on-one, get to know them. And then I found this deal online. It was $350,000 for bridge loan. I was like, oh, we can do it. But I was like, wait. I don't think I should do the whole thing myself. Let me partner up and really get into this whole world of JVing and partnership. I went out there and I was like, I'm looking for 2 business partners. I started recruiting people and we found 2 business partners to come in on this. One each had our own geniuses and we worked on it together. This would happen within 30 days of us signing up for Gator. And then, 47 days was when we got paid out. And it was nice. We were like, oh, this is good. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
So we've done like 15 transactions in Gator so far.
Are you still partnered with those 2 people that you sought after initially?
Yes, I am on certain deals. And then I have partnerships with other people on other deals. I love the idea of partnership.
What is your current business model?
Which business?
We just opened a great big can of worms, didn't we? Throw them out of the audience.
Yeah, we're doing a bunch of things. We're kind of pivoting. We did maybe 15 to 20 PMLs.
Mm-hmm.
And recently we're focusing more on shorter term loans for the Gator stuff, right?
More transactional lending where we lend up to $1 million for very shorter term things like double closes, seller carry or Morby methods and EMDs.
Now on the real estate, we're looking to build a portfolio. So we have a portfolio already, and now we're looking to learn more about RV parking. Seems like everybody's talking about it. Recently, I've gotten a little bit more into like learning about that. It seems really cool. RV parks is something that I'm learning about and keeping an eye on. Another asset class would be mobile home parks. Basically, things that revolve around affordable housing is what we're looking at, and then co-living as well.
Is that something you're doing nationwide? RV park, mobile home park, co-living? Or are there certain states that you focus on?
I'd be open to it. Definitely Arizona is our main hub, and we'd like to stay here for most of these because we just have more accessibility. For the right asset class, for those 2, I'd be open anywhere, is especially around the Sun Belt states.
You mentioned initially you're pivoting. So you're pivoting away from lending, or are you still doing?
No. We're doubling down in lending. Our goal is to have about 50 million over the next 4 or 5 years. But over the last few months, what we noticed with a lot of the PMLs is that they were slowing down. So we have money out there, for example, that we were supposed to get a few months ago, and it's still moving forward, but they're waiting on raising capital or refinancing, and that's slowed down a little bit. Because of that, we're pivoting more towards things that are a little bit more faster transaction, like double closing. You don't make as much, but you get your money back in a day or 2, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not exclusively there, but obviously we were not doing any of that before, and now we're getting more into it.
What is the criteria for which you lend? Do you have a certain range or parameters? What are the markers you look for when you want to lend?
We want to make sure, first of all, it's a legit request, right? We have many different criteria.
Underwriting, doing fact finding, it's critical more than ever before.
Yes. Look out for the red flags or how our money is secured. Will it stay in escrow? Will it stay soft? All that kind of stuff.
But then typically if it's a PML type deal, first position or cross collateral. With more transactional stuff, we've done double closes, some EMDs. We have certain criteria in the way we do the EMDs because not all of them are successful. And we don't want the money there for like 30 days in escrow and then just nothing happens, right? We definitely do those though. Just going back to the basics. One thing that we noticed with others, but also definitely with ourselves, is that you start making money and then you kind of forget the fundamentals. You try to act fancy. And it's just a matter of going back to the basics about what's a good deal, what's not a good deal. But the questions we always ask ourselves is, in the worst case scenario, if this money leaves, what guarantees that I'm going to get the money back, even if the guy who just borrowed passes away, gets hit by a bus? You need to protect the resources. So going back to what PACE teaches, and obviously the best practices when it comes to finance and lending. We've invested in deals, and through our transactions, we have wedged ourselves into equity in a lot of deals, several including a multifamily. We haven't purchased. I've looked at a few. I think I'm getting better at underwriting them. I'm looking at a deal right now in Arizona. Seems promising. There's more activity in there. And these are asset classes that we never even thought or considered before. So it's something new. But the more you learn, we don't come from a real estate background. We come from a business background. It's a new asset class that we're both learning about. One thing that we are for sure on the same page, we're very clear about, is that we want to grow our lending business. I think we've done okay, but I think where things are with the clarity that we currently have, we definitely want to go really heavy on that.
If someone wanted to bring value to you, how do they do that?
Well, there's a variety of ways, either RV park or mobile home park or multifamily. I was close to getting a multifamily here. I just haven't found one yet that makes a lot of sense financially. But those are three asset classes that I would love to look at.
What size multifamily?
The one that I was looking here was 42 units. I would do typically 52, plus is what I'm looking at. The landing would be big. So if somebody needs, especially wholesalers and people that are looking for more transactional funding.
Yeah, we can fund up to $1 million. And I know sometimes that might be hard to find that type of fund quickly. So it's all in-house. If someone needs the funding to move the deal forward, we would like to help them out if everything makes sense.
If you're out there looking for lending, transactional
Yeah.
funding, we'll put that in the show notes below, as well as your contact information. Your Blink card will be there as well. And how do you like to be contacted? What's the best form for you?
To text or phone call will probably be the ones that we respond to the fastest, because email, we both get hundreds of them every day. I'm running several businesses. Sometimes emails might take a couple of days to find the email or respond or get the time, but we'll respond no matter what. A text message or a call would be faster.
All right.
No phone calls for me.
No.
Just call me.
Yeah.
Just call me.
Yeah, just call him.
I may or may not answer, but if I don't, I'll call you back.
All right.
We have 2 young children, so I'm like, I can't, sorry. Text message is the best and the fastest way for me.
The other thing is we want to add value to the community too.
Yes.
So if somebody has a question or just wants to have a conversation, we're obviously busy, but we're definitely available for the right people, for the community. And if somebody's local, we launched the business club. We have Pace speaking on September 17th as a keynote speaker. We launched with Josiah Grimes. It was amazing, and we're growing. So we started with 40 and then 70, 85, and now we have close to 120 people that are going to be in the room. It's awesome, and it's we're building a really cool community. We're bringing together basically capital providers, entrepreneurs, and experts. Entrepreneurs that like to run things, start companies, and buy companies, but they always need capital. So it's like, hey, I want to buy a company, but I need help with, the capital, whether it's for the down payment or for the whole amount. So we're bringing that in the room, and then you need experts that could maybe scale these companies or run these companies, CFOs, great operators, attorneys. We're bringing everybody. So, right now it's kind of open to everyone. Very soon it's going to be exclusive. And we believe it's going to be, if everything continues the way it is, it's going to be something that more and more people are going to hear about in Phoenix as the business club to be. Once we master this one, we're going to open up chapters then throughout the United States. It's going to be really cool. And we're going to do AI matchmaking and physical locations down the road. Definitely something to keep an eye for. And if somebody's local here that wants to get plugged in and get the resources and the support, but more than that, just have real conversations too. You build real relationships, authentic. That is the type of vibe that we're curating. We'd love to have you as subject matter expert as a guest speaker. If somebody did a transaction or something, we'd love to have a case study for everybody else in there. We're probably going to launch a podcast in the next maybe a month or so. The Business Club Files is the name of the podcast. We're up to a bunch of things.
Can anyone come to this? That event is 2 weeks out, September 17th.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
does someone register?
We do have a link. We're capping it because we have food in there and a bartender and drinks and
It's a really amazing event.
it's a great event. One of the main things that we keep hearing about is the vibe. It's like, man, the vibe here is like amazing. It's awesome.
You're not sold out yet. Is that what I'm hearing? There's still room?
There's still room, but we're almost sold out.
I'm going to publish this tomorrow and you will be sold out. Hear that? You better get that link right now.
We have people from Owners Club flying in.
We do.
Deidre's flying from South Carolina. We have a couple of people from the East Coast.
Jazz is coming from California. The ones that are into business buying and want to learn and scale. We are honored and excited that they're going to come and have a great time. And Ace, of course, will do his
And it's
magic.
4 of us. It's Johnny and Courtney and the 2 of us building this together. And it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. We're learning as we're building this.
Well, Nik, thank you so much. It's been such an honor and a pleasure to talk to you today and learn more about you and your business.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.